Right, Talia, you better be here. Because I'm doing what I've been waiting for all night. Oh hi, this is a little bit nostalgic, isn't it? Last time I opened a video like this, it was my 2020 year in review and channel update. We're doing a little bit of that again as well to celebrate 1,000 demons. Ooh, 1,000 demons. I'm going to take an opportunity to talk about what's next for me, because 1,000 demons is one of the, no, it's not one of the, it is the biggest milestone I've achieved in this game so far. And I think it just makes sense for me to talk about what's next once I achieve such a such a goal like that. We're gonna play Outbreak by SleyGD. Never saw this fucking level before in my life, but I just want something to talk about. And just like my other, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. I can't. Just like my other channel update, this ain't scripted. I'm just gonna speak my mind. I have a handful of notes on my other screen, but I'm really just gonna go with the flow with this one. The main thing that happened in 2021 so far, the main thing that happened was my stream is back up and running. Oh yeah, baby. I remember I had a watch of my fucking Christ, this gameplay shit. There we go. I had a look at my channel update for 2020 to see what I said, what ideas I had, as maybe a sort of crutch to stand on going into this. One of the main things I said in that video was I want to stream, and that's a double input in an easy demon. Weird. Okay, this ain't gonna be fun. Yeah, I got a graphics card. I'm streaming again quite regularly as well. Very good. Another thing I said in that channel today, which ended up being a load of fucking bullshit, was as long as there are demons for me to play, the road to demon grinders will never leave. We all know how that happened since, you know, I gained 1,000 demons. I've moved all of my demon grinding endeavors to my Twitch channel. That's where I do it all, because honestly just the backlog of thumbnail making and uploading nonsense to my channel was just way too much unnecessary stress on my behalf. So I thought, this ain't fun. I want to play the levels. I don't want to also have to like upload everything. I just want to play levels and achieve my goal of 1,000 demons. And so I stopped uploading demons. I will be demon grinding regularly on my stream though. I try to do it every single Thursday. I am running out of these demons really quickly, so maybe not so much, but there are medium demons, right? I am getting better at the game, so who knows. I will attempt to demon grind regularly enough on my stream. Speaking of my stream, twitch.tv/xSkylaaaa. Come watch me there if you wish. That's that plug out of the way. What's next for me? What is my main goal right now? What am I wanting to achieve next? What is next? To answer that question, I need to look at what I have been uploading. I did take a huge break in uploading between January and like May, June time. This was because work and depression. Those two factors made me think, you know, my content isn't worth it right now. And it took a long time to get out of that slump. Once I got out of that slump and I had a taste for creating stuff again, I had a taste for reviewing levels again, I went back on the grind. With that in mind, what is the bread and butter content going forward? I remember in my last review, below average review is staying, and so is Levels I Love. Levels I Love was always intended to be a filler series to just practice my script writing and narration. And yeah, it has improved my narrating quite a bit. And my script writing quite a bit, so much so that actually just like allows me to go into a high amount of detail in a lot of levels. One of my like good friends is like saying that my reviews are some of the best like they see, which is kind of fascinating to me. If the reviews I'm making are that interesting and that quality enough to someone who does care and can put in the effort for a good review, then I will definitely continue that series. Levels I Love ended up being incredibly, increasingly in depth as it went on. If you looked at my first ever review, Quest, that was like a 1 minute fucking review. It has evolved since the most recent installation, which was Thorns and Brambles. I'm not in practice mode anymore. I should be fine. Oh, never mind. Shit, Skylaaaaa says before she dies. Yeah, Thorns and Brambles ended up being, you know, my longest review so far. It's almost hit the Discord Nitro character count. I had a lot to say about that level. And the editing is getting better. Below average review, turns out the two levels I've still done that, which was City Rush and Sky Tower, those were incredible exceptions to levels. And it turns out that the levels that I did want to do a below average review on in the past, Amuletum and Dreamflower, turns out I just didn't have as much to say as I thought I would. Not enough to warrant a below average review, at the very least. So I held off for the time being. Not to say that a below average review will never come back. If a particular interesting level does appear, then I will definitely give it the treatment it deserves. But it's just a matter of waiting for one right now. Levels I Love, however, is definitely going to continue. That is my favorite content to do so far. As is streaming. This situation I brought myself in, where the review series I'm doing, Levels I Love and Below Average Review, the levels that I would want to review in those series are pretty specific. It leaves a lot of levels where I would have a lot to say about normally. Just not ending up getting anything released by me, since they don't fit in what I have currently. The easiest way to remedy this is to create another series, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I've told a couple people about this idea, having a kind of just like first impressions where I would play a level and then mention what I think level did good. I know it's not original content, but I like reviewing things. It ended up becoming like really fun. More fun than demon grinding. It would also mean that I wouldn't have to script a level, get it proofread, and then edit a video and type subtitles, which is what I'm doing now as Elflons and Brambles. It would allow me to like speak a lot more rawly. Literally get the first impressions of a level and react to a level and review a level as I'm playing it, which is a lot more honest in terms of reviewing. And I think it's something I would want to do going forward. Of course, that requires me finding enough levels, and how I'm playing the game right now is just insane demons, really. Insane demons that are fun to play and also like don't hurt my eyes. So these are all going to be like good levels that, if I were to review them, would be a Levels I Love format as opposed to this hypothetical format. This is when I would ask anyone who decides to watch this channel update, if you have a level you would want me to have a look at, then you can always DM me on Discord. Send me a message in GD. I will have a look at your levels. I'll have a look at levels that you think are interesting. I would like to do more reviews. I would like to have more reasons to review levels that I wouldn't usually play. What's next for creator collections? That was something I talked quite a bit about in my 2020 year in review channel update. I do have an idea for this. A real creator analysis series, kind of like what Vortrox did. I haven't actually seen what Vortrox did. I think he only uploaded Seru Fifi and what's his name? 2003 Devon. He may have uploaded something else, but I haven't seen his channel since. But I do have a handful of creators that I would like to talk about, and the intent of this series is not to review their creators' levels, it's to review them as creators. Have a look at where they come from, what they can do now, and where they can go in the future. The first one I would like to do is Tuffy. He has a Fire and Extreme Demon coming out soon, and I have wanted to talk about Amuletum for a while. I wanted to do one on Chapel. I wanted to review this guy's work for a while, and I just haven't found a reason yet. Mainly because of my depression phase in between like what, February and May. But now that I have a reason to, I'm gonna wait until Myocardia drops and then try and edit together a video and a script of an entirely new video format thing. Maybe not entirely new, maybe not the idea itself may not be new, but I think the format I would present it in would be something different, or at the very least interesting. Which brings me finally to the most exciting thing I have in store. The level editor. The level editor has always been something that stressed me out a lot. I found it intimidating. I found there to be way too many objects, way too many potential styles. The standards for a rate-worthy level were way out of my reach, and I just never felt like I could ever meet up to those standards or expectations. I always felt like I was pressured to perform because of simply being an A-up. Multiple times I've told this is not the case, you're fucking talking shit. But it was still a fear for such a long time, and then those mindsets and ideas started to shift. It took longer than it should have, but the point is that they did. And recently, I was able to build my first ever, if we're not counting Flow by Geonox, my first ever finished piece of decoration in a level that's released. It's in Tomfoolery by Talia. It's not very good. It was a fucking rush collab that was supposed to be built in one day, ended up taking 4 days. I took 12 hours in game to build the part over 2 days, and I held Grax hostage the entire time. But it is decoration that I built. All the ideas are mine. All the blocks I placed in that part, besides like a couple of polish shops by Talia herself, was by me. Thank you, Discord, for pinging me. And the end result is something that I'm actually quite proud of, because I never thought I could ever build anything that would be in the finished level that has a chance to be rated. With that in mind, I am going to do more editor work. I do have a level that I want to release by the end of the year, and I'm going to swear I'm going to do as much as I possibly can to get this level out by the end of the year. I honestly don't really care about the end product anymore. I just want to have a level released to show both myself and my friends, this is where I'm at right now. This is my baseline. Let's see where I can go from here. And then from there, just build. See what I can do. As much as things change, they still stay the same. I finished everything I wanted to speak about, and I'm still playing a level. I'm beating it because I'm too busy talking. Although my focus has like improved significantly since then, so I guess I am getting better slightly. To recap, the road to Demon Grinders is dead and is not coming back. Any demon grinding I do, which I still like to do, the demon grinding will be onto my Twitch stream and Twitch stream only, twitch.tv/x Skylaaaaa. The X is for aesthetics, don't mind it. Also because Skylaaaaa was taken. I don't talk about that though. On my live stream I will also beat most, not all, but most of my insane demons. I try to stream 4 times a week, but you know, a 0-hour contract, fully flexible schedule doesn't really allow that, does it? I stream where I can, and I write a loose schedule for my eyes only to see when I can stream and stuff like that. Ring is by far my favourite piece of content, and Levels I Love has evolved into something a lot more in-depth than I ever thought it would have been. That content is going to continue for the foreseeable future. Levels I Love, not Levels I Love, Below Average Review will also come out whenever a level would earn a really in-depth look analysis. I would like to do a third review, a raw first impressions type of review where I get to have a look at a level as I'm playing it. That would require a little bit of help from anyone who watches this though. So if you have level ideas, then DM me on Discord, Skylaaaaa #3141. The S and the D are capitalized. Capital S, Skylaaaaa, capital D dash #3141. Or you can DM me on this. DM me on the GD itself as well. Skylaaaaa with 5 A's, SKYLAAAAA. That's the most likely scenario where you can actually DM me for something like that. The Creator Collections content has a plan. I will get to it once Tuffy has built a thing. At least that's what I'm hoping to. My ideas are very fluctuative. And the level editor, I would like to build more in the level editor. Mainly just like my own thing. I wouldn't ever want to do any content on it so far, at least. I'm upside down. I hate that. Okay, that was not smart. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do any content on the level editor as of yet. I would need more confidence, more experience, and be able to confidently build something a little bit more interesting before I would ever want to do content on level editor. Maybe something for the far future, but as of right now, I don't think so. And that's it. That's a very, very weird, random fucking channel update. I like this style of channel update where I just talk and play a level at the same time. Now I just have to beat the level. Okay, I'll quickly get to the end. Maybe. Who knows what'll happen. And that's how you beat an easy demon. Yeah. Thank you for watching my channel update. I honestly, it took longer to beat the level than I thought, and I thought I would just beat it a couple of attempts. I needed another practice run because of course it did. Let's end it where I started, on my profile page. Why not? Thank you for watching my channel update. This one's a lot more modest, a lot more honed in than the last time. I'm going to focus on the ideas I have first, rather than have a load of ideas that will just end up not being worked on. I am a lot more stable. I found a nice work and stream balance, work GD balance, and I have time to make reviews and stuff, which is what I like, regardless of how many hours I work a week. I guess I need a handful of special thanks. Special thanks to, well, thanks. I'll give thanks to all the members of God Home, you know who you are. Thank you to Talia for letting me build in a collab, and also just being a huge fucking boon to mental health and motivation and ideas recently. In that same vein, thank you to Grax for being willing to be held hostage for 12 hours while I built a bar, and also give me so much feedback for like everything. Thanks to Kayuki in the same vein, giving me feedback and review, proofreading scripts, this sort of thing. And a little footnote, thank you Ardant for making thumbnails for me. I could just like fill a space of 10 whole minutes saying everyone I could give thanks to and why, but I don't need to, because I'll be here forever. Thank you for an incredible year, mostly. Most of it was work, most of it was depression. But I am turning my life around, and I feel like I'm gaining a foothold in what I want to do, which is, you know, more than what can be said for a lot of people. And also thank you for everyone who stuck with me on the stream for 1,000 demons. Here's to another 1,000 more. Trademark fucking comment, I know. But maybe I could get 2,000. That'll take a while, but that's also not the goal that I have right now. I'm going to continue working on my ideas. I'm going to continue developing my skill as I always have been for the last 6 years. And I am always going to try and improve on everything I aspire to do and be. And I hope you can join me on that journey, as you always have, as hopefully you always will do. Regardless of how many ideas fail, aren't realized, get dropped, or the new ones that are emerging, who knows. I feel like I'm getting there, whereas, you know, even just 3 months ago I thought I was still miles away. I think that's all I need to say. Thank you for watching this. If you stayed to the end, type I know, pepperoni pizza in the comments. Thank you, and goodbye. Who